Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Ross Benjamin of RBWins.com. I am joined today by a gentleman who's won more handicapping awards than the Boston Celtics and New York Yankees combined. His name is Mr. Joe D'Amico. Joey, how are you, my friend?
Well, Ross, I'm honored to be here with you. You know, I say it all the time because it's true. You and I have been friends for quite a long time, but we became friends because of our mutual admiration and respect. But I'm always honored to share a panel with you, Ross. One of the sharpest, the brightest, the most street smart, and the most successful handicappers in the history of this business. Thank you for having me today.
Well, you're very welcome and well-deserved, Joe, and we're glad to have you aboard, my friend. And thank you so much for those kind words. And the feeling is mutual. Anyway, we're going to be discussing a couple college basketball tournament games today. And we were going to be joined by Dion as well, Joe's lovely wife. But like myself, she is feeling a little bit of the effects, hopefully not COVID, but she's not feeling well. And we wish her nothing but the best and a speedy recovery. But let's get right to the games we're going to cover. And Joey, you're going to be looking at Providence and UConn. I'm going to be looking at San Jose and Nevada. And Providence, UConn, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time right now. UConn is a 7-point favorite, and the total is 143.5, Joey. And, Providence has played to the over the last 6 games in a row. So in any event, what do you say about this game? What's your projection?
Well, Ross, sports fans, this is a very interesting matchup. You know, this game is being played where? My old hometown, Madison Square Garden, which really we will see, Ross, a mixture of both fans and attendance today. College basketball, particularly, you know, the home court advantage, I should say, is so important. But you're going to see fans from both sides in the stands today. Providence was one of the best home teams in the country this season, but they fell off a little bit towards the end of the year. They dropped their last 2 games, both playing host to Xavier and Seton Hall. They lost a little bit of their luster as soon as February hit. They finished the campaign just 4-5 straight up. And for our purposes, Russ, 4-5 against the spread. They are facing one of the hottest teams in the Big East, UConn. Let's face it, the Huskies finished STRONG strong. That's a little bit of my ABCs for this morning. They won 5 in a row, 8 of the last 9 straight up, 7 of those last 9 against the number. These 2 teams split their 2 meetings this season, each as the home team won and covered. As I mentioned earlier, playing at the Garden really doesn't benefit either one in this matchup. However, you really can't ignore the fact the Huskies own a very frustrating defense. They've allowed just 64.8 points per game the entire campaign, and they play in a very tough conference, sports fans. I think you're going to see them frustrate the Friars offense. Now, one thing that has played in Providence's favor offensively, they're very good on the boards. But, and there's always a but, sports fans, but they face the 6th-ranked defensive rebounding corps in the nation. Connecticut, also a very physical team. They themselves are very good on the glass. Not only that, but Ross offensively, they can score points too. 79 points per game. They hit almost 76% from the line. And I think this is going to be a physical game. So that 76% from the free throw line is going to be significant. One of the best in the country also on the offensive boards. I feel they're going to get a lot of second chance opportunities here. Personally, I wish this line was a tad bit lower. But if I have to give an opinion on it, I would definitely have to lean on Connecticut here, folks. By the way, Providence, they've covered just 5 of the last 19 games played on neutral sites. Like I said, if the line was a little bit lower, it would have made it as a premium play for me. But I definitely lean on the Huskies of UConn today, Ross.
Joey D, he likes the UConn Huskies, -7 over the Providence Friars. And, you look at Providence, you brought it up. Their last 2 games, both at home, both straight-up favorite losses. And what's alarming, in the regular season finale, they were blown out by Seton Hall at home. And Seton Hall, as a matter of fact, was upset in the first round of the Big East tournament yesterday. So not a good sign there for Providence, but that's why they play the games. And I can't disagree with UConn. I do agree with Joey, though. It's that line of 7. It's almost like it's a heavy line, Joe, like they're begging you to take the underdog here. But then you look at the reason why. UConn's definitely playing much better basketball at this time of the year. And we'll see what happens. Both of these teams will be in the NCAA tournament. Both have been nationally ranked for the majority of the season. Matter of fact, UConn was number 1 in the country at one time earlier this season. I'm going to look at San Jose and Nevada, a game that goes at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. That game's in the Mountain West Conference Tournament. The Nevada Wolfpack is a 5-point favorite, and the total in this game is 130. Similar to UConn, Nevada did not finish the year strong, Joe. I mean, they beat San Jose State during the year by 15 and 17. Yet they're just a 5-point favorite here on a neutral floor. And I think a lot of it has to do with how they finished the year off back-to-back straight-up favorite losses to Wyoming and UNLV in overtime. San Jose, on the other hand, quietly has had a good year. I mean, they're 19 and 12 overall. They went 10 and 8 in the Mountain West Conference, which is one of the better conferences. Let's put it this way. I think the Mountain West Conference is better than the ACC. I'll go out on a limb and say that. And San Jose did pretty well within the conference, and they also finished strong, going 3-0 straight up in ATS in their last three. Also, San Jose 4-0 straight up in ATS in their last four this year as an underdog of 8 or less, not only covering all four of those games, but winning them outright. And San Jose is coming off a 63-61 win at Air Force in their regular season finale. And the good part about that is when San Jose is coming off a game in which there was 125 or less combined points scored, they've gone 8-0 against the spread this year. And they outscored their opponents in those 8 games by 12.2 points per game. I'm going to go with San Jose State here, plus the 5 versus Nevada. Your thoughts, Joey?
Oh, Ross, great breakdown, great analysis. What I've come and what everybody out there has come to expect from an icon of the sports betting industry. As you know, and as many out there know, this game is being played here in sunny Las Vegas at the T&M, the Thomas and Mack. Just driving around town, Ross, the last few days, I've seen a ton of Wolfpack supporters. Big fan base here. Big fan base at the T&M today. I feel for them, it's kind of a home court advantage right now. Nevada has been a go-to team for me in conference play for a large portion of the season. You did mention San Jose State, very quietly picked up a lot of W's straight up and against the spread for supporters this year. Going back to the Wolfpack, they finished the campaign up dropping their last 2 games you mentioned, both straight up and against the spread. Meanwhile, San Jose, they entered the matchup a little hotter, winning and covering their last 3 outings. And once again, I love a big but. That's why I married my wife. The Wolfpack has had their number. The Wolfpack has had their number. They've taken 5 in a row, 9 in the last 10 straight up, 3 consecutive covers. It's particularly the 2 matchups this season that really piqued interest for me. They've won by an average of 21 points per game. Now, we both know, Russ, it's hard to beat a conference rival 3 times in a season. However, despite them falling off a little bit towards the end of the campaign, which I'm going to give them a mulligan, they are a better team offensively. I think that the Spartans might have a little tough time keeping pace with them on the scoreboard. I'm going to put a lean, and I'm going to tell you now, Russ, I know this is a UNLV town, and Thomas and Mack is UNLV's court. That's their home. But you see a lot of Nevada supporters here. I see a lot of that blue all around town the last few days. I spent a little time in sportsbooks betting my games, and I got to tell you, I see a lot of Wolfpack blue. I'm going to put a lean on the Wolfpack here.
Yeah, so Joey, for all the reasons he just specified, which are some pretty good ones, his lean is on the other side. He likes Nevada. I am on San Jose, and all good points, and we'll see. I mean, it just, if it looks too good to be true to me, which, I mean, again, why is Nevada just a 5-point favorite after dominating the 2 regular season matchups? Anyway, we'll see what happens, but we always aren't going to agree. And that's not a bad thing, folks. We're not trying to 2-side games where we're making a point on either side. You'll hear some of us agree with each other on many occasions. And then in this particular instance, that's okay. Joey says he has a lean the other way. But officially, our picks are on Nevada -5 over San Jose. And Joey, he likes the UConn Huskies small lean -7 over Providence. All right, Joe, tell the folks where you prefer they find you, how you've been doing of late. I know you're having a terrific NBA season, and take it away, my friend.
Well, Ross, once again, 13th-time #1 capper between college and pro hoops, 7 in NBA, 6 in college, hitting 64% in the NBA overall in the season. My college basketball heating up. This is a time of year you must follow a proven documented winner. Ross, myself, some other great people you see here on Ross's program. But look no further than Joe D, guys. Every day on my free pick line, you get a free winner. It's a pre-recorded message line. No callbacks, no BS. Nobody's going to call you and say, that game stinks. I got a better game for you. Guys, in the 8 years I have my free pick phone, their record is 1,872, 703, and 23, 72.8%. They're 5-2 the last 7 days. That free pick phone, pre-recorded message. I know how much you like my melodic voice. Every day, this is Joe D'Amico. Here's a free play. Some days I have games I steer you towards my paid pick line, but not every day, guys. I'm not looking to upsell you. The free pick number, 1-800-563-8854. That's 1-800-JOE-8854. I've got 2 early game premium releases already out. One in the ACC, one in the Big Ten today. I'm going to have 3 more going up later on websites. I'll tell you about websites in a moment. Going off, and I'm going to have a big NBA play. I want you to know, I think I ran 5 or 6 NBA straight winners. I lost a game last night. I misread a game last night. Hasn't happened at all this season. I'll bounce back strongly today. So I'm going to have 3 more games going up after the show. I've had 2 already going off on early games, 3 afternoon, evening games, 2 that are game of the month caliber, a big NBA play. I am on a slew of websites. Sportscapping.com, thevegaspicks.com. I'm on sportsmemo.com, playbooksports.com, Vegas Top Dogs. You name it, I'm everywhere. DonBest.com. Guys, I want you to know, if you don't follow me, follow Ross, follow these other great documented cappers. With the explosion and immersion of social media, everybody's the best. But guys, numbers don't lie. Listen to me. I can't lie to you guys. I'm not 5'10". I'm not even 5'8", but I can win for you. Ross can win for you. The other great handicappers that Ross has on this show, we are documented winners. You follow us, you'll be following us to the bank.
There you go. Joey D'Amico, he told you where you could find him. He's having a terrific NBA season. Your free pick phone number again, Joe?
1-800-563-8854. And if you're not good with numbers, that's 1-800-JOE-8854.
And like I always like to say, numbers don't lie and liars don't figure. That's why we're all documented. And no more the days of people telling you they're hitting an extraordinary amount of win percentage over a long period of time. It's shame on you if you believe that baloney, because you have checks and balances with the most powerful tool, the internet. And if somebody's not documented and there's not at least one site you can go to and look at their record and what they're claiming they are matches what they are at that particular site, you should be very hesitant to deal with them. So again, you can find me at my website, which is rbwins.com. It's rbwins.com. My college basketball totals since March 11th of last year, 40-22. That's good for 65%. My college basketball 10-star top plays, which is the equivalent of what some other people might call their best bets, 106-80 with my last one 86. That's good for 57%. You don't think that's good, folks? Well, a dime players have won $18,180 during that course of time. NBA 10-star top plays as well, 26-14, 65%. And dime players during that course of time over those 40 selections have made $11,300 of net profit. Again, rbwins.com. You can find Joey at all the sites he just reeled off, sportsmemo.com, sportscapping.com, playbooksports.com, all those good sites. And Joey, you'll find at the top of the leaderboards. On most of the occasion when you check those leaderboards, none of us are on the leaderboards all the time, folks, because we're on some sites with some great handicappers. And don't forget, folks, I'll be back later today with Doug Upstone. We'll be going over some NCAA championship futures, odds to win the national championship. We'll be giving you 3 picks each in that regard. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please take a second to do so. It costs absolutely nothing. There's no strings attached. Why wouldn't you? You're watching now, and you'll be privy to world-class handicappers such as myself and Joe, also Jesse Shule, Sean Higgs, Doug Upstone, and Joe's lovely wife, Dion, as well. So until the next time, for Joey D. and Ross Benjamin, we'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best. Take care and God bless, folks.